Hello. I do believe it's tea time. Welcome to Tarot to a Tea. We do a little tarot, and I have a little tea. Tea's good for you. Always mean to drink more because I know the healing and medicinal qualities that tea can have. So this is a good way for me to get some real tea in, and for you to get some tarot in. So today I'm going to do Leo. Now Leo is a special sign for me because I am a Leo sun and moon. It's always interesting doing readings for yourself. But I assure you, this may not pertain to me, or it might. But if it does, I'll try to be objective, okay? Alright, so the first card is going to represent something in the recent past. Second card will represent something in your current situation or reality. And the final card will basically be a future trajectory card, kind of looking at the potential outcome, how things are headed. Nothing's set in stone, and these are general readings, so I don't read for specific messages such as love or marriage or finances or business or anything else under the sun. I just kind of go with the flow, and what comes out is what it is. So here we go. Actually, okay. So for your recent past, we have an Ace of Hearts. I like that. Current situation, Eight of Spades. Potential outcome, Three of Clubs. Okay, these aces are nice because they represent new beginnings. You know, maybe something fresh, or an old situation that is getting a new start. Hearts are dear to my heart because they do deal with the matters of the heart, spirit, soul, strong desires for some kind of love or attention in your life. They can also represent a resolution in a dispute of some sort. I'm going to clarify that because obviously that doesn't tell us a whole lot about what's going on in this reading for a recent situation. Seven of Clubs. We might have some reckoning to do with the Seven of Clubs here. Sevens just represent kind of our experience in general. If we're talking about, you know, a fresh start or a new beginning, this speaks very clearly of kind of a heavy situation or experience that we just been dealing with. Particularly with the clubs. Honestly, it has to do with feelings of being confined or feeling trapped in a situation. It doesn't speak directly to a particular situation, but it could be really anything under the sun. It could be a dead-end job, or a relationship that's just not working out, or a sense of stagnancy. Let's put it that way. In some cases, it represents some legal trouble. But I'm going to ask for another clarifier just so we can get a clearer picture. Queen of Diamonds usually represents a person because it's a face card. Perhaps there's a person who's coming to save the day. If there's a situation that we're trapped in, or were trapped in the past, and this person coming to save the day instigated or is the impetus for a new beginning. This person generally has a good judgment, and it's usually a female energy. It does not have to be a female, but a person who embodies female energy. I think I'm going to ask for one more card. Bear with me here for a second. Five of Hearts. Oh, okay. Let me look at something here for a second. The fives, this is about changes. So it kind of goes along the same lines of a new beginning, things needing to change because of feeling trapped in a situation. Okay, and the five is about that change, or a struggle to change, or a process to change. It's not always a struggle, but it's a process. Thing about fives, though, is it represents things. Let me rephrase that. It represents some kind of change involving travel. An example would be a change in a home. Maybe a spouse has to leave the home for work, like has to work remotely, away from home for a while. Or maybe you're separating temporarily for your own personal reasons. Or it could be like, going off to school, like some kind of training. We could say college, but maybe even training like in another state. The company sent you on to some kind of training in another part of the country, or sometimes even outside of the country. I've heard of that. So this is an interesting mix. It's not real clear to me, the situation, but it has definite clear elements. I think I kind of already explained. We have a fresh start. We have a feeling of being trapped in a situation. We have an older female, or a mature female energy who has good sense of making decisions, a good sense of responsibility. And then we have a definite change that involves travel, or going away, a separation. That's a better way to put it. In the current situation, we're looking at challenges pertaining to work, but it's always about moving ahead. There's definitely a theme here of change, maybe even some kind of struggle. And I do tend to believe this is not about a relationship, but a kind of a career or work situation. Training, things needing to move. But it's positive because it's a new start, and new starts 9 times out of 10 mean that we're resetting to zero, and we're giving it another go from a different perspective or angle, with the hopes that it's going to work out better. Like the current situation isn't working as well as it could, so we're making improvements, that kind of thing. And diamonds are kind of like the pentacles in a tarot deck. They're about prosperity and success. So with the Eight of Spades here, I would reason to deduct that there's some challenges around work. There's some stress. Possibly need to restructure things. Definitely a need to take a break. I'm going to get a clarifier on that. Four of clubs. Now with the four of clubs, fours generally represent stability, and the clubs in particular is about peace of mind. And this is interesting. In particular, this is going to relate to practicality as far as making decisions in business or a job. This is kind of complicated, honestly. But I think the overall theme here, again, is some kind of new start that needs to happen that involves some kind of moving, some practical decisions being made due to some stress or difficulties. Does that make sense? It's kind of making sense to me. I'm not sure exactly who this would be for you, this Queen of Diamonds, but I think there's some female energy, maybe a mentor of some sort who's kind of giving you some feedback and kind of pushing you in the direction that you need to go. But I see balance, and I see some practical decisions being made. Where that is leading to is it's a creative place. There is going to be a little bit of struggle in the future. With where this is all headed, there's still going to be some struggle. You may even find yourself questioning yourself, was this the right decision? But you have to plow ahead, right? I'm going to ask for a clarifier on that. Here we go. Nine of Hearts. Hallelujah. I like these hearts, but especially nines. Nines, they represent some kind of completion. So let's say you had to make a major change that involves some moving. It's like it's done. That part of it is done. It also represents some kind of deepening of commitment. So maybe some of these changes that have had to take place are leading to a firming up of commitment, devotion to the endeavor. I'm not getting relationships, so I'm going to say this is more about some kind of career or job situation. And that's good, right? Devotion and a commitment and maybe a determination to succeed. But I'm going to ask for one more card, one more clarifier on the potential future outcome. Oh, Jack of Hearts, how nice. So the jacks represent this kind of youthful energy. Let me think about this for a second. See if I can intuit something from that, because that's kind of like, does this involve another person, or is this just an energy? Honestly, it's usually involving some kind of partner or close friend. That kind of threw a ringer. I'm like, whoa, I'm not sure what to think about that. But they definitely represent a younger mindset or a younger energy. Could be a person, but we could be just talking about an attitude. And with this fresh start, maybe this leads to like kind of a mindset of a recommitment and a fresher outlook, a younger outlook, a more positive, progressive outlook. But there's still some battles to be fought here. Not necessarily major battles, but just kind of some problems to work out in the way things are going. I mean, I'm going to ask for one more card though. I'm just curious. Four of Spades. That's a very good ending to this reading because this, again, speaks of stability and satisfaction in work. There's some relief of stress here. Anything that was particularly burdensome, perhaps back here, which instigated this change, there is definitely some stress being released here. I like that. For sure. I think I'm going to leave it there, though. Okay, Leo. You take that and you run with that. I hope you got some information out of that that could be helpful. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Take care.